Recording. Pause. Okay, this is the part where you get to tell me what you think. Leave me a comment down below before I taint your opinion with mine. Let me know if you preferred the Zoom or the Rat, how you think it stacked up, all that good jazz. All right, 3, 2, 1, my turn. I think that the Zoom does a good job of capturing the Rat's kind of general vibe. I'd probably overall give it about a 7 out of 10, and I think it's probably because I don't really love the Rat sound all that much. Even just like the authentic thing, I wasn't super impressed by this. I liked it at lower gain settings rather than the high gain stuff. I thought it got kind of fizzy for bass, even with until you get the filter up, and then it gets kind of I don't know. Maybe I need to experiment with it more, understand like contextually where it belongs and all that good jazz. But the one thing that I do feel like the Zoom kind of fails at is that the high mids on it sort of falls apart. It feels a little bit brittle. There's that artificiality that you sometimes get with digital distortion like that. It's a fair representation, and I feel like it behaves a lot like the Rat does, like the interplay between the distortion and the filter. That seems like authentic to the real pedal. The one major disappointment about the Zoom's version of the Rat is that it does have a mix knob, like a dry blend. It doesn't seem to work all that good. Like turning the knob all the way in both directions, the difference is so subtle. I wish that it was more of like a true blend knob, so that if I was all the way at 100, it would give me just 100% the dry signal, instead of it just being like a like adding the clean signal underneath, and so you have 100% of both instead of, you know, being a swap between the two. But I think fundamentally I just don't love the Rat sound on bass all that much, and so that's a hard thing for me to put aside to be impartial about this. Anyway, none of this would be possible without my patrons. Buying all these damn pedals is getting really expensive, and it would not be possible without the generous contributions of my patrons. So thank you to these people. If you'd like to kick me $1 every month, it actually helps out a ton, and you do get some bonus content. I record extra riffs for the Zoom Versus series that only my patrons get to see. You also get to see stuff from my gigs that you don't normally get to see on this channel. So if you want to see full unedited stuff from my band, do consider signing up for my Patreon page. It's wedding season, so I've got a ton of gigs. I think for the next 3 months, I'm booked every single weekend. So lots of stuff coming up. Do consider signing up on my Patreon, and we'll just leave it there for now. AMP out!